to quote again what Kapil Sibal, a senior advocate in the Supreme Court, said, and he said, "This year I complete 50 years as SC advocate. After 50 years, I feel I have no hope in the institution." That's the remark that's been made by Sibal. A lot of reactions pouring in as we speak from the All India Bar Association to the BJP condemning the remarks that have been made by Kapil Sibal. In fact, Mahesh Jethmalani there also coming down heavily for his remark that have been made by Kapil Sibal, saying that Kapil Sibal must be speaking for himself for a small band of people. On that note, let's once again listen in to that soundbite of Mahesh Jethmalani.
He must be speaking for himself and for a small band of people who expect the Supreme Court to give decisions only in the manner that they want, to give decisions favorable to them, in other words. So this is, grapes are sour and then you abuse the institution. And the name you've taken is a very senior lawyer. I have a lot of respect for him, so I'm very surprised he should come out and say this. But, the rules of the game are well laid down. If you want to criticize the judgment, you can criticize it. But I don't think you should denigrate the entire institution. I think that's doing great disservice to an institution which you have been a part of, which has served you well and which has served the country well. Present opposition are very bad losers. And they are frustrated. And they are doing this out of great disservice to an institution which has served, including the present members of this institution, have served the nation very well. You may have very, very strong likes and dislikes. You may have very strong ideological differences. And you may have very strong differences regarding the content of a judgment. But you hold the institution in the very highest esteem. That is your duty both as a lawyer and as a parliamentarian.
So Mahesh Jethmalani there responding to these remarks that have been made by Kapil Sibal, saying that he has derailed the institution, the top institution of the country, and that Sibal was himself part of that institution. And just to tell our viewers of about what Kapil Sibal said, he said, "This year I complete 50 years as SC advocate. After 50 years, I feel I have no hope in the institution." That's the remark that has been made by Kapil Sibal that is drawing widespread criticism from across the board. We just heard that soundbite of Mahesh Jethmalani himself condemning the statements that have been made by Kapil Sibal. In fact, the BJP is coming down heavily over these remarks that have been made by Kapil Sibal. In fact, Mahesh Jethmalani, speaking on these remarks by Kapil Sibal, said that Kapil Sibal must be speaking for himself for a small band of people. The name you have taken is a very senior lawyer. I have a lot of respect for him, but such statements are not acceptable at all. So Mahesh Jethmalani there also coming down heavily, condemning these remarks that have been made by Kapil Sibal. So a lot of reactions coming in. In fact, the All India Bar Association has also come down heavily on these remarks that have been made by Kapil Sibal. It's the brazenness with which Kapil Sibal has indeed, what's appalling is that the brazenness with which Kapil Sibal has made these remarks, and also going on to add that this year, as I complete 50 years as SC advocate, I have no faith in this institution. That's the remark that has been made by Kapil Sibal.